In this lesson, we'll discuss shortcuts to identify chords in the major and minor pentatonic scales. Before exploring our hacks, we must arrange the two scales in fourths. The circle of fourths is represented on the chart by the scale degrees going from left to right, while the circle of fifths can be observed with the scale degrees going from right to left. Consider the C major pentatonic and the relative A minor pentatonic scales shown below in the order of fourths. Keep in mind that although relative scales have different intervallic structures, they have the same notes and chords. To locate the C major triad in the C major pentatonic, follow the order of fifths from 1 to 5, then skip 2 and 6 to arrive at 3. Since every note in the scale has been used, you can conclude that there is only one major triad in this scale. When this sequence is applied to the fretboard, you'll see two string skips that correspond to skipped fifths 2 and 6. Octave displacement simply means moving one or more notes up or down an octave. Using this technique, you can create major chord voicings as shown below. One of our apps in this series, Guitar Scales Unleashed, is based on octave displacement using the modes of the major scale. The next chord is major add 9. To visualize the chord tones in fifths, simply add 9 to the existing major triad sequence. The only major add 9 is from root C. The sus2 chord tones in fifths are 1, 5, 2. By using octave displacement, you can visualize these chord voicings on the fretboard. Chord tones in the sus4 chord in fourths are 5, 1, 4. Here's our hack for calculating the number of chords for each chord type found in a pentatonic scale. Consider the three note voicings for sus2 and sus4. The 5 pentatonic scale degrees and the octave add out to 6. There are 3 chord tones in a sus chord. Subtract 3 from 6 to get 3 sus2 chords from roots C, G, and D, and 3 sus4 chords from roots A, D, and G. To visualize the 4 chord tones for the 7 sus4 chords in fourths, simply add flat 7 to the existing 5-1-4 sequence. To find the 2 7 sus chords from roots A and D, subtract the 4 chord tones from 6. The 9 sus chord, which is really a 7 sus4 with an added ninth, takes up 5 spots on the circle of fourths. Subtract the 5 chord tones from 6 to arrive at the single 9 sus4 chord from root D. Simply remove 5 from 7 sus4 pattern to discover the 1-4 flat 7 chordal voicing. You can identify the 3 chordal voicings from roots E, A, and D by using the shortcut for 3 note chords 6-3. To change from the 7 sus4 chord to a minor 7th chord, add flat 3 and remove 4. Remove flat 7 from the minor 7th chord to visualize the minor triad. The minor triad has only 3 chord tones, yet it takes up 5 spaces on the circle of fourths. With this in mind, subtract 5 from 6 to conclude that there's 1 minor triad and 1 minor 7th chord from root A. Work out the chords in the relative scales given below using the hacks discussed in this lesson. You can pause the video and review your answers on the next screen. There you have it, hacks for locating chords in pentatonic scales using the NANDI method. Check out our books on guitar interval, note, and scale training, as well as our mobile apps that are available on the App Store and Google Play.